They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Aggie! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benjamin. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. With the catch, it's Fletcher. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking at...
What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT set. Kickoff team on the field ready to start this postseason classic. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Jordan. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Harrison. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Utah State has it inside the 20. They feed him again. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah State.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Longhorn. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you can see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Ward. Feeling some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll try the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. And now it's just going to be a passing game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Neighbors. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He'll pull it down. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
These quarterbacks that just bounce and bounce and bounce and pull the ball down and make plays. Defensively, you just got to keep coming. You can't get tired. You can't get frustrated, really. It's the frustration that gets to you because they keep making plays, keep getting first downs. Got another opportunity coming up. 1st and goal. Try to hold them to a field.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll ride his man on the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Moving away from pressure. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the quad, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, running back gets to give. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Francis. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On the move. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Here's the give off the left side. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. To the air, it's Jordan. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Ward. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Using his legs, it's Jordan. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down. Timeout called by the defense. 29 seconds to go.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And he wins it from 37 yards out. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team. And that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
We in the chip, we in the chip, we in the chip, baby. Solid Dubsky there. It's a good opponent. Yeah, bro, let me win this chip real quick.
Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Hey guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The back's got it. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Looking to throw. It's Ward. Running out of time in the pocket. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Pressure. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And now another deep ball here. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Flying for the touchdown on the right side. Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Aggies offense is back on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Fires it. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He's going to hand this off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. You cannot be serious. This coach is going to go for it, backed up to his own end zone. Trying for a 4th down completion. Eludes the rush. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
He'll hand it off. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Jordan. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught near the sideline. It's Moss. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone and you're going for it here. You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
Here comes the Utah State offense out there. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards instead. You're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. It's Ward. Defense is coming after him. And they're able to get him down.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race at the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to fair catch this. Utah State's offense back out on the field now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Extending the play now. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Scanning the field. It's Ward. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Receiver in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Has the first down, still on the move. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Now the all-important extra point. And it's good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Aggies offense is back on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's moving out of the pocket. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to pass. It's Ward. The pocket breaking down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Catch is made down the middle. He stopped it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
He hands it off from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Handoff here from the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback making some changes at the line. To the air, it's Ward. He's running out of time here. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. The distance will be from 36 yards away. And it's good right down the middle. And that puts them back on top. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Jordan. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They get the second half started with a running play. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Spins away from defenders. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
And it's incomplete even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking for some space. It's Francis. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now. Longhorns hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Fourth down RPO looking left. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Play action fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Escapes the pocket. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. Longhorns will look to convert here on fourth down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runs through the defender. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Can he reach the end zone? And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. And the pass is incomplete. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Quarterback still with the football. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they will claim the second half lead. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's DeJounte. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Great cut there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here comes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
The shotgun handoff here. Powers through the tackle.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Can the quarterback come through under pressure, down a score late here in the fourth? Going to pick up the third and short through the air. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the wideout goes in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Takes the handoff. It's Francis. Quick spin on the run. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Leading here in the 4th quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Send the back in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run. So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger this defense needed to stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this with 4th down with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game's not over, but the defense
breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll run it here. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Utah State offense out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Now they're going to hustle to the line and get set. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Receivers are bunched together. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Ward. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big gain, but the fans are wondering, where was that earlier in this football game?
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Good situational awareness here by the receiver. You can't go for the end zone every time. So plays like that allow you to move the ball, get some yards, and preserve the clock.
The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
It's just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back, but I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit, just a field goal. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Running through the tackle.